Secretary General at the moment. So does this mean po doon sa Makabayan complaint po ba siya magte-testify or doon po ba sa first impeachment complaint?
Well, unang-una, Vivian, Mike was saying that on the premise na natanggapin yung complaint namin. Doon siya magte-testify. Di ba? Nagkarating sa Committee on Justice. We will make him, kasi nandito yung kanyang narration of facts kay Saldi. He will testify on the fact that we have submitted. Pero kung hindi nila kami bibigyan, wala kami chance makapag-present sa kanya. Get my point?
Pero ito nangyari, di ba? Ang tinanggap lang yung kay Jesus. Kay Makabayan, hindi. Yung Makabayan hindi tinanggap, sa amin hindi rin tinanggap. Hindi, wala. Nag-iwan sila. Okay, pero alam nila hindi tinanggap. Ang sabi sa akin nung kausap ko, they will file on Monday. Sabi niya kayo ba? Sabi ko parang, ako personally, which I mentioned yesterday, parang ayoko. But of course, we will have to discuss. Mag-uusap-usap kami. Yung binanggit ni Congressman Paras, si Saldi ko kasi is part of the impeachment charge. Nandito siya. And he signified his willingness to be a witness on that particular charge.
In other words, he is willing to corroborate our allegation, if ever. Kung bigyan kami ng chance na mapasok sa Committee on Justice.
Sir Willett, para malinaw, Zaldico is willing to testify in case your complaint reaches the House Committee on Justice. Now, your complaint was not received. So technically, wala pang pagtetestifayan si Zaldico at this point. Since sinasabi niya sure na magtetestify si Zaldi, pero hindi pa rin kayo definite na mag-verify nga kayo sa Monday?
Yeah, ang akin lang is that we will discuss it. We will file. We will not take this sitting down. We will file a case definitely against the Secretary's office. As to the legal course of action, we will have to sit down with the lawyers because we have iba-ibang pananaw or interpretation on how to address this. So, yun lang yung aming gagawin. But hindi, we will not take this sitting down na tapos na. Pinabayaan na namin. No, we will not do that. We feel that more than personal, it's our responsibility to the Filipino people to put these charges in play and for the President to answer and to respond doon sa charges namin.
Okay, sir. Para lang walang magkamali. Okay. Sure nakakasuhan niyo po si SecGen Cheloy Garfield for violation of the Constitution. Kung ano po ang ipa-file niyo before the Supreme Court, pag-uusapan pa lang. Okay. With regards to the impeachment complaint against President Bongbong Marcos, pag-uusapan niyo if you will refile or quits. Kakalimutan niyo na.
There is an alternative kasi it's either we will file it on Monday, which we will forfeit our filing sa Supreme Court at the moment, or we will go directly to the Supreme Court and then not file it anymore.
Saan po yung tanong sa likod? Kanina? Yes, go ahead.
Hi po. If I may ask, kung nabasa niyo na po ba yung unang final na impeachment complaint by Andrea De Jesus?
Personally, nakita ko lang yung 4 pages. I don't know if yun na yun. Sa mga kasama, I'm not sure. Nabasa niyo na lahat? Nabasa niyo Attorney Fanny?
Or news articles maybe?
Narinig ko yung De Jesus na aslang magsalita. Narinig ko lahat na sinasabi niya. It's more of motherhood statement lahat yung sinasabi.
Yes.
Walang details, walang ebidensya, wala.
But if I may state lang, sir, kasi everything that you've said are also the same grounds po na nilatag ni Attorney Andrea De Jesus. If I may just state lang po kung ano yung mga nilatag niya. Articles, yung sa mga grounds po niya, nilagay po niya doon, culpable violation of the Constitution, betrayal of public trust, at graft and corruption. Particularly, sinabi po niya doon yung pagpapahintulot or isinuko ni PBBM, si FPRRD sa ICC, nung inaresto po siya, kami po ang i-veto yung unprogrammed appropriations. Nakasaad din po doon, nag-commit daw po ng graft and corruption si BBM dahil sa pagbenepisyo ng kickbacks mula doon sa ghost flood control projects. And sinabi rin po doon yung unfit to serve po bilang Pangulo. Ito si BBM dahil sa umano'y drug addiction nito, which you also mentioned po kanina. And ang additional nga po doon sa sinabi doon sa articles po ni Attorney Andre is binuo pa nga raw ni BBM yung Independent Commission for Infrastructure dahil umano para protektahan yung kanyang mga kaalyado. So, just to sum up po, basically what we heard this afternoon was also like the same grounds for impeachment po na inilatag ni Attorney Andre De Jesus. So, if I may ask, kasi I've heard yesterday you call it a weak impeachment complaint and you fear na ito po yung may initiate sa Committee on Justice. But it's also the same articles of impeachment po na nilalatag po ninyo ngayon. Your comment po, Attorney.
Yes.
Comment.
Number one, nung nagsalita ako nung una, I did not immediately discount the Attorney De Jesus impeachment complaint. In fact, what I said was, kung papasok yung kay Attorney De Jesus, papasok ang Makabayan Block impeachment, papasok yung amin impeachment, it will be good. And we can consolidate the impeachment complaints in the Justice Committee hearing. Nung binara kami at hindi pinapasok yung Makabayan Block at hindi pumasok yung aming complaint, alam ko na moro-moro ang gagawin. Kasi dalawa ang consideration sa Committee on Justice. There is form and there is substance. So pwede pumasok siya sa form as motherhood statement saying all this, all that, but without substance, without evidence, without proof to show yung assertion mo, then it will also be dismissed by the Committee on Justice. So very, very critical sa akin yung action na ginawa ng Secretary General's Office. And I'm saying now, because of that action, in totality, hindi lang ang Speaker of the House, kundi ang Presidente mismo involved sa pag-block ng impeachment complaint na ito. Ayaw nilang pakinggan at ayaw nilang sagutin yung hinain ng taong bayan. Lahat tayo dito, involved sa graft and corruption, lahat galit. Anong sabi nila survey? 68% want the impeachment complaint. Lahat gustong malaman ano ba ang ginawa ninyo. Sino ba ang accountable dito? Why did you block us all of a sudden? For a ministerial process, procedure. Pumunta ka ngayon kahit anong opisina dyan sa City Hall, katapat natin. Magbigay ka ng sulat, i-receive ng mga opisina ng konsihal. Pumunta ka sa mayor's office, i-receive ng mayor's office. Dito, binabaan kami. Attorney Salonga, Executive Director. Sabi ko, can you receive? I cannot. Can anyone receive? Kahit ministerial yung tao yung nasa harapan, they cannot. It is not only that they are not authorized, but they are rejecting our submission. Walang gustong tumanggap. So I'm saying now, that is a scam. The De Jesus impeachment complaint is a scam. It does not only involve the Secretary General's office, it involves the leadership of the House and the President himself. Thank you.
Just want to add, the proper term in law is implicate. It implicates the highest official of the land, the Speaker of the House, the Secretary General, and their cohorts or co-conspirators. This is the first time that this happened. Nung Bautista impeachment, hindi kami blinak. In-accept ang aming impeachment complaint. Walang section nun. Ang deputy ang nag-accept ng aming impeachment. Kaya may president sa House. Kaya ang ginawa nila sa amin ay paglagpastangan sa konstitusyon. At yon ang magiging mitya ng kanilang additional na pananagutan. I would like to congratulate our people for siding with us. That 68% assent ng tao sa survey ng Tangere ay indication na gusto ng karamihan ng Pilipino ng katotohanan. Gusto nila malaman ang katotohanan. Please don't block, Mr. President, the impeachment proceedings para ma-clear ho kayo. Otherwise, magiging mancha po yan sa inyong administrasyon at baka mapasagot kayo sa ibang paraan. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, just in case po na, okay, nakalusot yung inyong pong impeachment complaint sa Justice Committee, pero hindi nila tanggapin si Zaldico as your state witness, meron pa ba kayo ibang personalities na pwedeng ipantapat as a state witness kay Zaldico?
As it is, when we file the impeachment, yung evidence namin can stand. Yun na yun. Kung ano yung final namin, the evidence stands. Kung meron pang, at sigurado kung marami pang lalabas, of course, it can happen. If you recall in the impeachment proceedings of, well, at the time, kay Erap Estrada, there were additional witnesses who came out. Pero dito, it will stand. Even in the House Committee on Justice Hearings, may ebidensya na kami at may mga lalabas pa na maaaring mag-testify doon sa mga sinasabi namin dito.
Ano ba yan, sir? Politiko rin? Politiko po ba yan? O na mga officials, na dating officials?
Ayoko na mag-dwell dun sa hulaan. Basta sa akin, ang sinabi ko lang is, in particular, kasi si Zaldico, ang main na lumalabas, diba, on the graft and corruption, that he is willing to be a witness for us. As to the others, andito na ho yung aming ebidensya at kung may karagdagan pa, handa po kami.
Mayroon pa nga kami papatawag na isang senador na kakampi na nila, pero nung nagpatawag siya ng hearing, galit na galit siya sa smuggling ng sugar, galit na galit siya kay Marcos.
Okay.
So, hindi ko lang sasabihin ko si
Senador ngayon, sir, hindi the former.
Basically, the reason why this honorable gentleman
Malamang kumampi na naman.
nag-decide sila na mag-file at sumama kami
Malamang.
is because yung mga tao kusang loob na nag-volunteer na magbigay ng mga ebidensya. So, that itself, ang nagsasabi na marami talagang gustong tumulong para malaman ang katotohanan na nangyayari sa nakawan sa Kabanbayan. Yun lang po.
Okay po. First of all, again, we would like to thank everyone sa kanila pong pagdalo dito. As we promised, we will discuss per article the charges that we have against President Bongbong Marcos. So sa inyo po lahat, maraming salamat, and of course we will update you on the action that we will take, kung ano pong gagawin namin dahil na hindi tinanggap yung aming impeachment case. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Wow.